My cavalry, Falksman going down, cavalry 78 kills, 2nd cavalry 24 kills. Both Falksmen pretty much decimated here, and then another mercenary axe warrior there. Trying to stem it, but he's not doing too great himself. He's falling apart there. Gonna get a nice little cycle charge in the back of the Falksman and then bring the other one through. The Axe Warrior will get the upper hand though, because I didn't get a counter charge on his. Total War is here, fans. Today we have a 1v1. I am playing the defense here as Pergamum. So I've got up front, we've got archers, and then we've got Ajima spears. This guy's got a level 1 chevron. We've got some Thurio spears here. More Thurio spears, some more Thurio spears, some chevrons in there. Ajima spears, level 1 chevron. 2 Pergamum's noble cavalry. 2 more archers in the back. I think I mentioned those Ajimas, and my general is right here. That is another Ajima spear. So I'm going all out Ajima spears. I'm taking on Dacia. So I was trying to come up with a little bit of a different strategy here. I didn't want to just bring the heavy tier infantry from some side faction. I wanted to try something different. So I'm going to see if I can't win on javelins alone. It's just going to be a hail of javelins practically this entire video. So we'll see how it goes for me. We got Flaxman level 5 chevrons, Falksman level 5 chevron again, mercenary axe warriors times 4 of those, and then back in the trees. Back in the trees. Hold on. Yeah, I see some bodies from the artillery fire. Some noble swords here. So let's see, the ballista has 40 kills already firing into the trees there, and then the main siege towers. It looks like 6 siege towers coming from those Falksmen and the Axe Warriors. So we have a few extra features today coming up from the for the channel. First of all, we have directional arrow markers, as you can see on the screen. I finally got these put in. I love these things. These are awesome. So if you see me during the video just going like this all over the screen, really annoying. It's because I just like drawing with these things. They're so much fun. For some reason, it's not a default setting to have them in replays. That has to be edited in. Also, if you've noticed, the graphics are a little bit better. We did update that a little bit. So we'll be seeing how it goes for us here as the siege towers are beginning to hit the walls. We're going to go ahead and speed this up just a little bit here. Zoom not working right. Here we go. Okay, they are advancing, and they're going to dock the wall in just a second. He's stopping just short of the wall, and it looks like my unit actually opened fire. Hold on. It looks like this Thurio spears is actually throwing javelins, which is not good. You don't want them thrown into that siege tower. It really is a waste of ammunition. So 40 kills on that ballista. It looks like it hasn't hit any more targets now, as it's going to get cut off by the siege tower. And why is he not docking here? Let's see. Okay. So fire coming from that arrow tower. I don't know if it's getting any kills here. It doesn't look like it is. That's one reason I don't like to stop here in front of the siege or the wall, is because that arrow tower, those arrow towers will take you apart. If you wait long enough. Now, and you can just take a lot of HP doing that. So they're gonna disembark here. This is gonna be an axe warrior. Gonna try to take out the ballista, which isn't gonna be too hard, I'm sure. Those ballistas go down really fast. And I also see flaming arrows also coming in from the arrows. I thought that was an enemy arrow going into my ballista. Okay, so the Ajima spears got 1 kill and then had to engage hand to hand. Those Thurio spears are facing the wrong direction to get their javelins in, but I'm sure. Oh wait, maybe not. Because they have to fight this axe warrior, which is now disembarked. And here comes my cavalry. Falksman going down. Cavalry 78 kills. 2nd cavalry 24 kills. Both Falksmen pretty much decimated here. And then another mercenary axe warrior there. trying to stem it, but he's not doing too great himself. He's falling apart there. Gonna get a nice little cycle charge in the back of the Falconsman and then bring the other one through. The Axe Warrior will get the upper hand though, because I didn't get a counter charge on his counter charge. As he came in maybe a little bit from that second cavalry unit. Both those Falconsmen are completely gone. 66 kills on that unit, 130 on the other one, as that is wrapping those guys up pretty quickly here. Got that Axe Warrior charging in against a Thurios Spear. Thurios a little hesitant to engage, it appears. You can see they're just kind of like just the front ranks, the backs, not in that fight. Are they getting some javelin support? I think they're getting some javelin support from this Thurios Spear. Getting a nice cycle charge here from my cavalry. 154 on that unit already, 74 on the other. Gonna go ahead and route those first few Dacian units. So only 3 make it in the walls. You can see another Thurios Spear here, kind of coming in a little wraparound maneuver. It doesn't make it. It gets caught up there and has to go into hand-to-hand, unfortunately. And over here, let's see, we got the Mercenary Axe Warriors. Look like they're getting the jump on those Ajima Spears, maybe a little bit. Those Ajima's only got 8 kills. Those other ones got, the Axe Warriors got 22, however. The Thurios Spears here with 0 kills, 1 now, going against the Axe Warriors. The Axe Warrior is winning that. My archers here coming up in support, gonna try to take as many of those out as possible. As well as now these units are routed, my cavalry reforming there. 4 Dacian heavy bowmen have just exited the woods, along with the main heavy infantry for the Dacian force. These heavy bowmen do have a range advantage. They have a 150 range, where my archers only have a 125 range. So I'm at a severe disadvantage trying to put up a fight against these guys. Also, I think my armor, I'm just completely outclassed here. Missile damage, 35. That's the same. Ammunition, 15. He has ammunition 15, shots per minute, same, melee attack, weapon damage, charge bonus, melee defense, health 45, that's the same. Morale, my base morale is 25, his is 40. So yeah, I'm severely outclassed here in the archer battle, and you can see it play out instantly as both of my archer units are completely routed, just instantly. One of them completely routed. This one here is going to stay in 40 kills as it's going to pull back. And now you can see he's dumping fire into the back of my Thurios Spears there. Those Ajima Spears are getting to jump on the Axe Warriors now, however. They will be retaking that. Now my Pergamum's Noble Cavalry, 278 kills on this unit, still 55 men left. And then 142 on the other, 44 men left. So they're just kind of moving back into position, staying in a threatening spot. But he has enough heavy infantry there to hedge in his archers. I probably won't be getting to those anytime soon. Those Thurios Spears get 28 kills. As the Axe Warriors look like they're going to rout. Get some archers over the buildings, 4 kills as they're firing into the shield side of these Axe Warriors. So not the best angle. Could maybe come out a little bit more this way. It's about right here. And shoot into the backs of those units there. So that might be a little bit better. We'll see how that goes. I didn't obviously do that, so I did stay there. 9 kills so far. That Ajima Spear, 74 kills. I'm going to put him up on the wall to get a little bit of a height advantage, and I think, actually, he's got a volley or 2 of javelins that I try to throw into these archers. If I remember right, it's been a long time since I played this battle. Let's see if I do. Maybe I'm out of javelins on this unit. 74 kills, though. That's not bad. That Thurios Spear going to go out with 23, though. You can see my archers took a nice little position right here with 52 kills, and they got quite a few of these Dacian heavies, actually. You can see the bodies there on the ground. But yeah, the Dacian's going to pull back, force me forward. He also has 2 armored spears there as well that I did not mention earlier. Then those Thurios Spears going to go out 25 kills, 89, 90 on those Axe Warriors, so not too bad for the Axes. And then we've got that Thurios Spear with 1 Chevron, 84 kills, and he has moved up to kind of cover this tower, keep that intact, and then but still be close enough. Actually, he didn't dock 3 of his sieges. I thought he docked all of them. Okay, anyway, the archers are just ripping me apart. Look at that. Those Ajima Spears just going down like crazy as they're taking fire to the back now. Those Axe Warriors also not doing too great, but they're taking fire to the back as well from my archers. My archers there at 47 kills. But now these Dacian heavies here, 52 kills, 33, 57, and 47. And I might actually route one here. Hold on. I might get him. These archers, 72 kills as they're slowly taking that guy out. Nope, attention's turned. 2 units have unleashed archer fire on him. And there went my like entire unit actually. And what did that do to their kill counts? That is insane. Those Dacian heavies, like I said, are just tearing me apart. These Ajima spears got to 96 kills now, but it looks like they're going to get routed by some noble swords as those guys enter the fight. We've got my first level of Thurio spears, 48 kills. They're going to hit a noble sword there. That noble sword at 34 already, but taking javelin fire from another Thurios. So I still have most of my Ajimas intact there. My cavalry staying pretty stationary as well, not really wanting to do much. Did they earn any chevrons? One of them did. This one earned a chevron, level 1 chevron, almost to its second chevron, and this one here almost got its first chevron. So they just about got there, just shy of it. Now, this noble sword did get through. It broke through my Ajima spear. It looks like it just took a huge volley from another Ajima. That one's got a level 1 chevron. He's going to stop, though, so it's going to be shield side. I kind of hope he would keep running. And also, I think I'm losing a lot of fire into the side of that building. You can see a few javelins sticking out of there. But here they come. He's going to advance a little bit more. Ajima spears. He's going to try to take that tower, I think is what his goal is here. Both my Thurio spears now cycle charging here. One goes in. This one comes out. I think he still has javelins, though, so I think it's going to try to get a few of those off. I did try to surround him at one point, I think, on the wall, but it just did not work out. Okay, I'm getting cycle charge here, and then I'm going to bring, yeah, you can see the cycle charge going on there. Then I'm going to bring up another Thurio spear as well. We've got noble swords right there taking the tower. I've got an Ajima spear covering this end of those archers, 79 kills, and practically gone. There's literally 16 guys left. Morale on red, so I don't think they're going to last too long, but you can see my Ajima spears moving up there. These noble swords repositioning. Actually, it looks like they might get a charge against my Ajimas. My Ajima's going to throw a huge javelin volley there. Clean javelin volley, actually. Get those archers out of there as he's moved up his range, is now trying to get me there. He did succeed. He mutilated that unit pretty much. This Ajima spear not going to hold long. Those noble swords way too good for this fight. I kind of picked the worst possible faction to fight this because of the high tier infantry and how much of it there can be with the Dacians. So spear faction was probably my worst possible choice, but hey, it was fun. So we'll see how it goes. But the armored spears have now entered. These I'm probably a match for with my Ajima spears, with a 32 versus a 26 melee attack, a 29 versus a 26 weapon damage, 20 versus 15. Yeah, I think my Ajima spears are gonna have the upper hand here if I fight with those armored spears. Now, the Ajima is taking fire from the shield side from those Dacian heavies. These Dacian heavies are getting a ridiculous kill count. 58 now. These guys have swords drawn. These guys, 73, still got ammunition. These guys got 73, still got ammunition. And these guys have 63 with still ammunition. And I think, yeah, these guys pulled those back out. 61 kills. There's no swords out here. They put them back. Okay, so I'm going to charge here and try to get into those armored spears here. These armored spears, 160, but it doesn't look like the whole unit's inside the walls. Looks like there's some somewhere else, probably back here on the siege towers, because that is not near enough for 160. He's going to go ahead and use a counter cavalry tactics, surprisingly. I'm going to go into a square and as well as use a raise the banner there, try to rally my troops. You can see I fell back here against these Dacians as Ajima spears getting mutilated. But the noble swords taking that to the back there from my general, who now has 74 kills. He's flaming right into the back of those noble swords. This noble sword, 179 here, as it's cutting through my spears. Those Thurio spears don't stand much of a chance here. 49 kills. This one here's getting a little bit better. 58, still 115 men. It's still throwing javelins, actually. 64 kills. So it won't do too bad. Some armored spears there as well, ready to reinforce that noble spear as soon as it goes, or noble sword as soon as it falls. This noble sword winning despite the javelin volleys to the back. Those Ajima spears at 93 kills, but it looks like they're out of ammunition now. My cavalry gonna make a nice little death charge in here. Trying to get to those archers just because they're being such a pain to me. I mean, you can see the kill count, 77, 79, 127, and 90. I can't let these guys keep doing that, so I'm going to go ahead and charge my cavalry in and just try to wreck these units as much as possible. You can see my kill count up there, 160, 163. It has earned his chevron, 163. This guy's going to go for 300, maybe Maybe, maybe. He's at 297, 298. Come on, two more, two more. You can do it. Hit 300. Come on. Hit 300. Hit 300. It's just two more. 302. Yes. Okay. 300 on that unit. The one that just routed, I'm not sure here. Let's see. 169 on the one that just routed, one Chevron. This one that hit 306. Looks like 307 now, 9 men left. It's going to go out. I didn't really get rid of his archers, which was my goal, but I guess maybe it was worth it. I don't think it was. It was kind of a suicide charge. And now you can see pretty much everybody inside the walls has been destroyed. Just a few of those armored spears now. With his archers kind of occupied, I can freely engage at the wall without fear of getting shot in the back, at least for a short period of time. So that is one thing that those guys did, or that those cavalrymen did. Or the Pergamum Noble Lancers, right? I think that's what they're called. Isn't it? Pergamum Noble Lancers? What are these guys? Pergamum Noble Cavalry. They were worth it, maybe. Those armored spears probably going to go down pretty quickly to my Ajimas. I'm pretty sure I have the advantage here. Yeah, you can see them falling pretty quick. And they're taking fire from the back of the arrow tower. Once I take that. This unit here also losing to my Ajimas. Bad angle right there from the siege tower. So the Ajimas here, yeah, it's just going to be a standoff. Spear versus spear normally takes a while. So he's moving up a few units. We're going to go ahead and fast forward this a little bit. You can see my archers there moving back and away. His archers still firing, still tormenting me. I did manage to get rid of, no I didn't. There's another. I was going to say I got rid of one, but it's right there in the back. 81 kills, 130, 101, 80 kills. You can see, I see a few swords maybe. Yes, this unit at 101 is out of ammunition. This unit at 101 is out of, wait, no, 101. This one at 137. And this one here at 80 kills appears to be out of ammunition. Let me slow it. Yeah. Okay, so you can see inside the walls, those swords getting routed. I've left just 2 units behind now. And you can see my entire army just doing a quick withdrawal from the wall defense. I can't hold that. It was becoming too costly for me, at least in my perspective. I didn't have much of my army left, so I'm going to go ahead and pull out. These Thurio spears that I left behind are actually going to beat those armored spears out here. And then you can see I'm just going to withdraw my remaining units as well, those ones that were left to hold. This poor Thurio spear, though, is pretty much goner. Yeah, he's going to go down because he got those noble swords in reserve. Let's go ahead and speed this back up again. You can see, yeah, I'm just doing like a mass withdrawal back to the Citadel because I just want to get it down to choke points as much as possible. I couldn't hold that wall any longer because I was trying to hold 3 walls or 3 points, and I was kind of outnumbered, I think, a little bit with those, and I was outclassed majorly, so we're just going to fall back to the Citadel. And I'm not even going to try to hold that outer wall. I'm going to go straight back to the main, or the final point here. Let's see what he does. He's just kind of waiting at the walls a little bit here. Actually, he's taking his time getting inside, refreshing it, keeping his units fresh. That's good. So I ran my units, but they should, in theory, have time, because you can see now they're tired, but they should, in theory, have enough time to rest. My archer's at 74 kills. That one's at 0, so it's still got brand new ammunition. This one here at 42, it's got a little bit left. You can just see just those Ajima spears taking up positions at the choke points. He's going to start marching through the city. Maybe. Maybe he's going to start marching through the city. He stops here. I don't know the purpose of this stop. Let's see. What else does he have more units coming inside? Yeah, his archers are in here, but like I said, his archers are out of ammunition, at least 3 of them. Now he's going to use them just to kind of capture towers and such, it looks like. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units of swords left. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units of spears left, plus my 3 archers. And he has his 4 archers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 spears. 9, 10, 11. Wait, 3, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So here he comes. He's sending his archers forward first, it looks like. Send this into play. It's getting a little jumpy in full speed. All right, let's see. Gonna start taking fire. Maybe I can just destroy him by letting the towers take these guys out, which would be nice because I think at that point I have a numerical advantage. Balance power bar appears to be about even, maybe a little bit in my favor. Um, We'll see though. Here comes those Dacia and heavy bowmen. But you gotta remember, the reason I have this advantage is because I took out his axe warriors and those falksmen, which are very light, very easy units to take out. Whereas these noble swords are gonna get into the grind, and these guys are gonna go forever. These guys will fight on and on. These guys do not rout. They have a 70 base morale. So they can take it for quite a while. These guys are going to be really tough. These are going to be the toughest of his army, actually, because I believe, yeah, some of these even have chevrons in here. I see one chevron, at least, maybe more. No, maybe just the one. Yeah, just one chevron there. But yeah, these guys are going to be the toughest of his entire army. So he saved his best for last, so to speak. You can see one unit there up at the front of those Ajima spears. Whoa, they're going to burn that tower. See, that was my goal here. I wanted him to burn this tower, and the reason is this tower actually has range on the wall right here, so it could actually shoot my wall and kill my guys that I have up here, which I'm going to need if I want to throw my javelins down on this choke point, so I can't have these guys dying to the tower. So I put a unit here, let him think I was going to hold that, so he would burn the tower, and then I pulled out so that that tower didn't shoot my guys on the wall, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so that was actually my intention, to have him burn that. So it actually worked out really well that he did that. I actually wanted him, while it might sound bad, that is what I wanted to happen. Because I could not have, I don't know if, does it show the range here? It does. You can see that little red line there. It just kind of eclipses this, like right there. And it would have had range on the wall as well as into my citadel a little bit. I couldn't have that, so I had to keep these guys. I have to keep these guys on the wall if I want to throw javelins as he advances on this choke point. So yeah, I just needed that. Tower burned. He did that for me very nicely. Thank you very much to Dacia. So we'll see. He's not advancing now. He's just kind of like stagnant. So we'll speed it back up again. I'm looking at the timer on the replay. It still has 30 minutes, and I'm wondering how long this grind lasted, because we do a little bit of a grind here in the Citadel. It will probably have to be sped up just for the sake of time, but we'll see how it goes here. So those archers getting the towers captured and kind of moving around here. Taking pretty heavy losses, though. I still hold that one tower. He's going to move that archer. Maybe? No. Yes, he's going to. That unit might rout, though. Yeah, one unit down. Maybe this unit. Maybe. Okay, so he just neutralizes that. No, he takes that. Okay, he's going for that one now. How is he taking that? There's nobody in there. Unless it, like, counts these guys, which doesn't make hardly any sense. Yeah, those Dacians really taking fire there. And it's like a one-hit kill with those guys because they're so lightly armored. Okay, so now with the towers captured, he's bringing in those noble swords. You can see I have one unit about halfway here. And the reason for this one was I have this guy about halfway out here. Oh, wait, wait, what am I doing? Wow. Okay, I'm forgetting. But I do keep a unit out here at halfway, and then I have this unit with spears that can throw into the back if he tries to engage there. So that if you see a unit over there, that's the reason. So I'm just kind of threatening his position here. I don't know why I'm at that tower for some reason. Yeah, just kind of threatening his position. Just keep him on edge. Maybe keep him a unit that has to watch that there. And keep me from flanking him. So he's bringing in his main force, which consists of about 5. We're going to go into another speed up here. Just another level up. Because he's taking his time capturing the towers and getting in here. And he'll probably wait for his units to be fresh if they're not. Yeah, they're winded. So I imagine he'll wait for his units to be fresh again. And actually, because he's taken so long, my units are now fresh. So I don't have to worry about that at all. So let's see here. He's just drawing up in line, in rank, whatever. Okay, I'm swapping out here. You see that smaller unit moves to the front just because it's out of javelins. My bigger unit with javelins moves to the back. Just moving into an even more threatening position here with this Ajima spear. Actually going to neutralize this point. Just to get him aware that I am there, just to show him, hey, I have a unit right here, in case he's missed it, and be like, hey, I'm in a threatening position. I could flank you from right here if you don't hurry up and get in position. or get fighting. So he's drawing up again in ranks. He's like going into like formation or something, like he's trying to fight a land battle. I think he wants to draw me. I think he wants to draw me out a little bit. You can see I went one unit out there, out on the side. I don't know why I did that. That was really dumb. Okay. Um, those Ajima Spears instantly slow it back down here. Ajima Spears just like instantly go down. 50 kills. They are going to engage. That is why I pulled that unit out. I knew he was going to try to burn the tower, so I pulled that unit out and then moved it so it could fight those guys as they tried to burn it. Unfortunately, he saw it and moved a Noble Sword in there, and then you can see I pull out my Ajima Spear from that flank. Just to avoid getting circled or something if he would come from the side once he wins that. And these guys have ammunition, and whoa, flaming brands just flying all over the place. Yeah, they're burning that tower. That tower isn't going to last much longer. You can see my general coming in here. My general is out of ammunition, 94 kills. Going to go ahead and hit the square formation. We're also going to get a rally and raise the banner. He's a Jameis Spears, 54, 3 kills, 16 men, going down pretty quickly. That Noble Sword with 122. This one here at 50. So yeah, those Noble Swords really just chewing through my spears here. I also still have quite a few units back here, but one of them at least has to watch that back gate, and then there's this one unit just kind of being wasted, I guess. 59 kills on this guy? Yeah, 59. And I only sent units that were out of ammunition, I believe. Actually, that might not be right. He might have one or two volleys. Yeah, there's a Ajima Spears going into square, got up to 107, kind of stopped that Noble Sword, slowed it, at least for a little while. And then you can see another unit of Ajima Spears getting into position there, and these guys should have javelins. Only 7 kills, and it looks like they are holding up some javelins. So they did manage to burn that tower, somewhat unfortunately, or for the most part burn that tower. You can see those Dacia heavies. I just kind of gave it up at this point because I wasn't going to waste javelin fire on it. It wasn't hardly worth it, but the tower would have been useful, maybe? I don't know. I don't know if it was worth it to waste archer fire on it, though. Okay, so you can see my archers coming in there, 43 kills. They're going to take out those Noble Swords. Flaming brands falling back down. Every time I think it's like some sort of like fire javelin or something that I didn't know I had. So you can see my Ajima Spear here now. Going to get a little bit aggressive and maybe go around for those archers, maybe for a sword. You can see he's going to cut me off right there with that Noble Sword, the level 1 Chevron one. And just to be annoying, I am going to throw one javelin volley right into that Noble Sword. I should have left it at that, and I do. And so, yeah, those Noble Swords aren't going to quite catch me. That lighter infantry of mine is going to get away. But, so I got, did I get any kills? Looks like I got a few kills, maybe. And you can see he pulls his unit back up against the wall there, get me out of range. And then my Ajima Spear is taking javelin fire. That's my general, too. So that's a valuable unit to lose. I can't just be losing him to javelin fire. I've got another unit of Ajima Spears here moving up on the wall now as I continue to retreat. I'm trying to bait him back into this area. And I can hit him from the wall with javelin fire, but it's not going to work now as he's going to pull those Noble Swords back, and I'm just going to try one more time, move back up, try to bait him in there. Fresh unit there, 2 fresh units, so it doesn't really make a difference. The Ajima Spear's still in that square formation, taking repeated charges here from these Noble Swords. We're going to go ahead and speed this back up, because this gets to be just an infantry grind, so it can get to be a little bit boring, because it's a very long infantry grind here. And 16 minutes left. I mean, that's 30 minutes before he entered the Citadel. So we fought this infantry grind for at least 15 minutes. I mean, it started, there's 15 minutes on the clock. So it was quite the grind. You can see my Ajima Spears moved up and took a javelin volley. You can actually see the back of that unit got a little nipped there. And he's not going to give chase. And this is the point. I think I give it up right here. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm not going to do that again. You can see I did get some archer fire on him, though. On the back side of his unit as he tries to get back in position. I don't know if he takes any losses, but at least he's taking hit point damage, so that's something, I guess. And then back into full speed here as the infantry grind. 191 on those Noble Swords. This guy is chewing me to pieces. And scam call. Perfect time for that. Okay, I hope the ringer actually didn't make it on here, but if it did, I don't know why I didn't silence my phone. That would have been genius, too genius for me. Actually, I'm going to do that right now, quick, while we watch the infantry grind. I'm just going to silence this. Okay, there we go. No more disturbances, hopefully. Okay, the Noble Swords there, going to go ahead and die. Actually, hold on. No, my archer's going to go ahead and die. 77 kills. I got an Ajima Spear there at 145, 147 there. Okay, so archer fire pouring from the flank here. 13. That's a brand new unit of archers. So that noble sword is going to go down at 160, it looks like, or just shy of, or just over 160, as it's got 2 chevrons, earned 2 chevrons. That's impressive. As another noble sword comes in here, this guy is going to start chewing through those Ajima Spears. Not much I can do about that. 3 more noble swords in reserve. So, I don't think I have much of a chance because he's cycle charging here, going into square, pulling back, pushing back in. 153 on that Ajima Spear, and the other one at 145. Here comes another noble sword here, and you can just see the javelin fire will slow it down a little bit. And yeah, my general's going to go out right there. Yeah, unfortunately. And I'm going to pull back on that side there, try to get out of range maybe. And you can see he's going to charge. I'm going to be forced to charge back in. And I believe these guys still have archer ammo or javelin fire. Maybe not, because it looks like they might be moving up into hand-to-hand. Oh, 2 more units back there. Okay, I didn't realize that. And then the guys on the wall do have javelins, 28 kills. They're firing down on this. He's only got 2 more units in reserve, as well as 1 in the fight that's about to rout. I'm just kind of cycle charging back and forth, meaninglessly, or pointlessly, same thing. 178 on that Ajima Spear, 179 now, as it's going to go out with 2 chevrons. And then archers at 44 kills and climbing. Go ahead and speed this one back up. I got another archer unit moving in here. This guy's at 75 kills, so should still have ammunition. And then here comes another noble sword, 2 more noble swords actually. That drains his reserves. And now you can see one last time I do a tactic here. I pull out and make a U formation. You can see I've got a little, this is where my little bars come in handy. I can defend here and here. This unit's got javelins to throw into the flank, and not just the flank, it is the sword shield side, so not as good, but somewhat to the back here, into the backs of those units. So I am getting extra kills because of that. But yeah, so my defense here, and hope was to make him fight on many fronts, and then shove him down like that. So now my unit here still has ammunition, but it's going to be forced in because he has that unit trying to get through the flank. I do have another unit with ammunition, though, that I can pull off the wall here, 32 kills. I'm going to keep going here. And you can kind of see the U formation that I've made, forcing him into this. And so he's fighting on 3 fronts, which is not the best for him. And I'm getting javelin volleys kind of into the back of this unit right here, which is his general. So that's a good shot coming from across the side here. I've also got these archers at 45 kills coming in, doing a little extra damage. He's going to throw his final unit in, and it's going to come down to this one here. Balance of power bar really even right now. It's going to come down to this infantry grind. He's pulling out his general and putting in his final noble sword with a little cycle charge. Those archers going 75 kills. This archers I'm going to pull out here. Ajima Spear there, forming up in rank in the back there. I cycle charged, I believe. These guys 41 kills. These guys at 77, and if I'm right, yes, they still have ammunition, so they will start firing, hopefully, into the flanks of these guys. 1 archer about to go down with 75 kills. Go ahead and speed this up. The infantry grind, it gets ridiculous here, because this lasts, 5 minutes, this one thing. Okay, here we go. He broke through on the right. He is no longer in the U formation. He's broken that. I did manage to get the unit out of there by a little wall climb kind of tactic, and get in there just barely. 108 on that unit, and you can see archer fire, 63 kills, just pouring in to this blob, this mass of infantry right here, trying to just get as many kills as I can. And those Ajima Spears there, 43 kills going into the square formation. This one here, going 73 kills. I don't know what that thing's trying to do. And you can see I moved this unit around. It was right here. I just went around like this, and I'm going to try to go ahead and put him into the fight. He might have ammunition left. No. Okay, so I should be cycle charging him into the fight here. Yes, I do. And just trying to hold this main line. As you can see, that unit's going out with 110. His swords, on the other hand, have about 130 there, 165, 160, and then his general there at 40. His archers, 101, 167, or just 80, not 180. My archers go out at 72 kills. I'm going to be forced to put them into hand-to-hand. Over on this flank, I'm pretty much beaten. These Ajima Spears try to get a cycle charge into the back of those noble swords, and it works. So these guys are pinned down. However, he does have the back to me here because he's got a brand new noble sword there. So I'm going to go in square just to eliminate the fact that I'm surrounded. And go ahead and fast forward this a little bit more. A lot of fast forwarding in this video because this gets to be a huge infantry grind. I didn't think you guys would want to watch it real time, so we'll speed it up so you don't have to bore you to death with this video. And those Ajima Spears 113, it's taking out that Noble Sword. So that Noble Sword might die there. This guy did get through, though. He gets around 39 Noble Swords, two Chevrons. He's going to get a nice rear charge on that Ajima, but that Ajima is going to pull out and then back in, and we might actually rout that unit. Balance power kind of slipping out of my favor, maybe a little bit into his. You can see that one's going to go down with 126. Every unit's precious here, so I can't afford to lose that. And with just 2 minutes left, and we're still just going through this grind here. Normally at this point, with the 2 minutes left, it's pretty much decided. But he's pulled this one pretty close, or I have. One of us has. Somebody's made it close enough. So the Ajima Spears 122, going to go ahead and win against that Noble Sword. One of those Noble Swords routing could be the difference here. A difference maker. These Noble Swords with 32 men, 192 kills. The kill counts are climbing so fast on these Noble Swords that I can't even keep up with them. You can see I have pulled my guard off this back gate as well as the little pass here. Otherwise, I would come around here if I still had a unit and either that reinforce or come around here and encircle him. Probably reinforce. Come in here and reinforce, but encircling him would have been a good idea. And then you can see my Ajima Spears there going into square formation. You can see the balance of power bar has entirely slipped from my grasp. This is all Dacia now. Is my two final units, 73 kills and 127, just slowly getting ground out. They can't hold any longer. And so we're going to go into fast forward and watch my demise here. The archer's going to come in and finish me off, and then his Noble Sword is going to go ahead and come around and kill me. I mean, I have to say my guys held pretty well. Square formation to kind of negate that fact that I'm surrounded. And yeah, he's just going to throw javelins till I'm dead. And that's it. That's the game. I lost. Great job to Dacia. That was awesome. It was a very close battle, down to right in the last minute. So I'm obviously Total Wars here, playing as Pergamum. I'm going to have 2,156 kills, 150 on my general, 22, 55, are really disappointing on those two spears. But then we have 147, 159, 89, 140, 63, 100, 123. That's not terrible. My two cavalry did awesome at 169 and 308. My archers did decent, 77, 80, 84, 76. It could have been better, could have been in the hundreds, but they were outclassed by the Gitaean archers. And then we have the Thurio Spears, 120 on that far right one here. That one's got one chevron, 97 being the best of those, 25 the worst, 52 there as well. I like HBH. Thank you for playing this one. You did a great job. Your general there at 182, he has 2,454 kills in total, but the general 182, really impressive considering how much of that unit actually survived. Then 111, 149, 81, 85 on those Dacian heavy bowmen, 73 and 54 on the armored spears, and then those Foxmen were a little disappointing, but they got hit by some cavalry. That light armor didn't do too great. And then those mercenary axe warriors, 27, 81, 108, really good there, 44. And then for these noble swords, it's just going to be all in the hundreds. Actually, only one of them, or two of them, did not breach 200. This is this noble sword at 151 and 183. Everyone else was over 200 kills. 209, 236, 209 again, 213, and 228. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.